If you're currently in the market for a pair of high-end in-ears, check this video out. If you're not, check it out anyway. What else are you doing right now? My introduction to SIMGOT products was back in 2019 when they sent me a pair of their EN700 Pro in-ears. And I remember by that point, I had already been checking out a bunch of different in-ears from KZ, from 3 driver to all the way up to 12 driver. So when I got these, I remember freaking out by just how good they sounded. Today, I have their latest and newest flagship model. This is the EN1000. They've stepped their game up quite a bit since the 700 Pros, and I think these are going to impress you. So I'm not going to bore you with all the technical spec talk. If you want, I'll leave a link in the description box. You can go straight over to the SIMGOT site and nerd out over all the specs. Today, I'm just going to tell you about the 3 things that you care about. What do you get? How do they fit? And how do they sound? So let me show you what you get in the box. So I remember the one thing that really impressed me when I first opened up the EN700 Pros was the unboxing experience. These people want you to know that you're getting a really nice pair of ears. So you open it up, first thing you get is this cool little foldable box. This has got everything you need in it. So of course you get the ears, you get a cool carrying case. Salute to art and science. That's their whole thing. So yeah, cool little carrying case with that. You also get 2 little boxes. One has 2 sets of different size earpieces. And for the first time that I've seen, actually, in a pair of ears on any model, they provide you with these. These are interchangeable jacks. They call them tuning plugs. We'll get into these a little bit later. But it's the first time I've seen them, and I think that's pretty cool. So that's all you get when you open this thing up. The first time you see the ears themselves, you're going to notice that these things are really nice. So one of the most important things about any pair of in-ears for us as drummers, of course, is the fit. Now, I've been using these at church for the last couple of weeks, and I can tell you these things are really, really comfortable. The earpieces that come with these, let me just show you what you get. You get these really comfortable silicone earpieces, 3 different sizes. And they stay put, man. Like once you get them in your ears, especially if you're wearing behind your head and you pull on that little brass ring to secure them, these things stay put. They're not going anywhere. They're not slipping out, at least not for me. So yeah, for those of y'all out there that are in those Slayer cover bands, headbang certified. The earpiece design on the EN1000 is probably the nicest earpiece I've ever seen on a pair of ears. So just to compare, this is the earpiece for the 700 Pro. And I thought these were pretty cool. They got this nice sort of matte finish. You get a red one, and then the other side is black. These guys, this looks like a piece of art. Check this out. That's what that looks like. So that cover is transparent crystal glass, and you get a nice little sort of gold pattern inside there. It also comes with a detachable 8-strand cable. Detachable in that it's a 2-pin design, so if you wanted to swap this cable out, you can do so. All you got to do is just pull that out and change it up. The back of it looks like polished silver, which is pretty cool. And there's some really good weight to these earpieces as well. Like they don't feel like cheap plastic like you find on a lot of other ears. The EN1000s are powered by a single 10mm dynamic driver. That's another thing that impressed me about the EN700 Pros when I tried those out, because by that time I tried a few pairs out with different driver configurations from 3 all the way up to 10, and the 700 Pros sounded every bit as good as the other ones. So more doesn't always equal better. But the cool thing with these is that they provide you with a couple of different tuning plugs. These are interchangeable. So what you can do is just kind of unscrew it there, and you can pop it off right there, if you can see that. And you can try different plugs on these things. So it's basically just a slightly different EQ profile that each one of these provide for you. So the one that comes on it, there's a black one, if you can see that. There's also a red one, and there's a blue one. So like I said, there's a slightly different EQ profile to each one of these. The most lively one is going to be the one that comes on the units, the black one. The blue one, there's noticeably more bass with that. And then the red one, the highs are a little more subdued. It's a bit more of a mellow mix. But these ears sound pretty phenomenal. I used them at church, like I was saying before. The first thing I noticed was the headroom is crazy. You get plenty of really nice, clean volume all across the band. You know, there's nothing distorting or anything like that. The basses are nice and deep. The highs are nice and high, and the mids sit right where they need to. So these ears would no doubt satisfy anyone that's currently in the market for a really good pair of affordable high-end ears. And the other thing about it is that these are about half the price as a lot of the competition. I would put these in the same class as the Shure SE535s. These at current time you can find on AliExpress and Amazon for about 190 bucks. The SE535s from Shure on Sweetwater are about 450. And in terms of quality and performance and features, these will match and probably even smoke those without even breaking a sweat. So if you're interested in these, the company has been cool enough to provide an exclusive discount code just for you guys. If you type in BEATDOWN1000, you get a nice little discount on these. So you can head over to the SIMGOT website to check out all the rest of the detailed specs on these. Check them out. Highly recommended.